Assalamu alaikum people. I hope you are doing good. As I have already mentioned in our school group that I am going to start a course on quantitative aptitude in which we will approach our approach will be the logical approach. So today's first topic is percentage. The topic I have selected is percentage. I hope you will enjoy it. So, what is percentage? First of all, you should know the meaning of a percentage. Per means 100 per 100. So, I will give you the basic idea that through an example, I will try to make you understand that what the percentage means. Suppose a fruit seller has 48 oranges, 60 oranges. A fruit seller has 60 orange, and out of 60 oranges he sold 48 oranges. He sold 48 oranges. It is a simple question. A fruit seller has 60 oranges. Out of 60 oranges he sold 48 oranges. Now question arises, if he had 100 oranges with him, according to this situation, if he had 100 oranges with him, how much he had sold then? We will do this very simple way through a unitary method. 60 oranges, he sold how much oranges? 48. And one orange, for one orange he would have sold 48 divided by 60. So if he had with 100 oranges, then how much oranges he would have sold? We multiply it by 100 oranges for one orange. This is for one orange. This is for 100 oranges. This equals 48 divided by 60 into 100. This and this goes. This is 6 ones. 6 is 8 is. This is 8. 10 is 80. That is 80. Means 80 per 100. Means if he had 100 oranges with him, he would have sold how much oranges? 80 oranges. That is 80% per 100. Cent means 100. As you know, century means 100. For example, we have century of runs means 100 runs, century of years means 100 years. So according to this situation, if a person has 60 oranges, what would be the percentage per 100? It means that he would have out of 100, if he had 100 oranges with him, he would have sold how much oranges? 80 oranges. This is the basic idea of the percentages. You know it. Next step is how we calculate the percentage. One method is, you know it very well, that you are going through the conventional method which you have read in your books, but today we will approach through in a different way. Suppose we have some value. 420. This is value. This value in percentage is 100% value. In percentage, this value is 100%. Remember this. Any value in percentage is 100%. Now suppose if you are asked to find 10%. This is a very important concept here. If you were asked to find how much percent? 10%. 10% is what? 10% is 10%. 10 per 100. 10 by 100, it is 1 by 10. So simply you have to divide it by 420 by 10. This is 42. So 10% of 420 is 42. Remember this. So what concept we have derived here? That to find the 10% of any quantity, put decimal after one digit from the right side. I will write it down. Before that, I will please, I have the unavailability of space here. I will show you some more examples, some more concepts. Before that, pause the video to note it down. To remember this concept, to find 10% of any number. This is a very important concept. 10% of any number. What you have to do is put decimal after one digit from right. One digit from right. For example, if simple, you need not to find 10%. Actually, it is obvious. It is obvious. For example, if you were asked to find that 10% of 325, just it is what? Put decimal from right after one digit, it would be 32.5. 10% is always obvious. It is obvious in the given number. You need not to find it, you need not to calculate it. For example, find 10% of 353, it is what? 35.3. Find 10% of 510, it is just 51.0, that is 51. So to find 10% of any number, what you have to do is you have to remember, put decimal from right side after one digit. This is the simple thing you must know. Again, to find 1% of any number, put decimal from right after two digits. For example, if you were asked to find 1% of 325, so it would be 3.25. Put decimal after two digits from right side. 1 2, this is 3.25. Find 1% of 639, it would be equal to 6.39. So to find 10%, what you have to do is put decimal after one digit from right side. To find 1%, put decimal after two digits from right side. This is the very important 1% and 10% you must know. So what will you do for the 5%? Suppose you were asked find 5% of 420. 5% is what? 5% is half of 10%. What is 10%? Without pen and paper, what is 10%? It is 42. Decimal after 1 point. What is 5%? It is half of 10%. If 10% is 42, if 10%, again I am repeating this, what is 10%? No need to use pen and paper. It is 42. So what will be the 5%? It is half of 42. It is 21. Just. So I hope, I think, I guess that here you need not to use your pen and paper. You can easily by having looking just you look upon this the question, your answer comes in your mind. It is 21. Suppose you need to find 5% of 520. Suppose 520, and later I will show you the some important actually percentage table. I will discuss about it later. 5% of 520, what is 10%? Just 52. What is its half? Find the half of 52. It is 20. It is how much? It is, you find it to 20, sorry, 2 to 4, it is 26. 5% of 520 is 26. I hope you will, I am sure that you don't need to, you will not find any necessity of pen and paper to find these percentage. For example, if you were asked find 30% of, again 420, 30% of, again have a look, what is 10%? It is what? It is 42. Decimal after 1 point. 10% never calculated. It is obvious in your question. It is obvious in your statement. Decimal after 1 point. What is 30%? It is what? It is 42. So 30 is how much times of 10? It is 3 times. So if 10% is 42, what is 30%? It is 3 times. It is 3, multiply this by 3. This is 3 2 6, 3 4 is 12. This is 126. 30% is what? 30% is 3 times the 10%. If 10% is 42, what would be the 30%? Multiply it by 3. 3 2 6, 3 4 is 12. So one method is if you were going the conventional method, that is what? you have been reading in your textbook, or you have been reading in your elementary classes, then we will have approach it in this way: 30 divided by 100 into 420. This and this goes, this and this goes, then multiply it by this, we will get the same answer. But you look, it is a bit of calculative. Later we will find some more highly numbers. You can calculate the any percentage value of that number. Again, for example, if you need to find 25% of, suppose, again 25% of, suppose, 600. Simple. What is 10%? Have a look. Don't use pen and paper. I think you don't not need to use pen and paper here. Just have a look. What is 20%? It is 10%, 60. 20%, 120. 5%, half of 60. That is 10% is 60. Next 10% is 60. That is 120. And what is 5%? Half of 10%? It is 30. If 10% is 60, what is 5%? It is what? It is 30. That is 150. Simple. So this, the more you will practice, the more you will say the answer in a quick manner. Just looking upon these numbers, upon these figures, you will tell the answer without using pen and paper. Again, suppose you were asked to find 45% of 320. Suppose 45. Look, this is 45%. How can you calculate? It is 40% plus 5%, or 50% minus 5%. Have a look. We will do it in two ways. 10%, first of all, we will find 10%. What is 10%? 10% is 32. 40, we will write it. What is 10% is 32. So you need to find 45%, and 40% is how much of 10%? It is 4 times. So multiply it by 4. It is 4 to 6, 4 3 is 12, 126. Hardly you have to remember, you have to do it this mentally. So what is 5%? 10% is 32, and 5% is 16. You add up this 16, so it is how much? It is 16. This is 12. This is 14. Yes, 142. This is one method. Again, you can have done it in 50 minus 5%. Can we? Yes, we can. 50 minus 5% is 45%. What is 50%? 320. It is 160. It is 160. Half of 320 is 160. Yes, 160. So subtract here from 5%. If 10% is 32, what is 5%? It is minus 16. So it is how much? 6. It is, sorry, I'm sorry here. I'm sorry. 1 minute. We will again calculate it. We have done wrong here. Sorry. So if you have to find 45% of 320, have a look. It is 40% plus 5%. What is 40%? It is 4 2s are 8. 4 3s, it is 128. Actually, we have done wrong. Sorry, by mistake. It is 428. 40%. 4 2s are 8. 4 3s are 12. Now what is 5%? It is how much? 10% is 32. 5% is 16. It is 4. It is 144. Or you would have calculated in this way: 50 minus 5%. Again, what is 50%? It is how much? What is 50%? It is 160. Minus, what is 5%? It is 16. This is 144. Simple. So first of all, I am just showing you how to calculate, but the more you practice, you need not to write this. Hardly. Sometimes when you have some long calculation, I think you don't need any pen and paper. Hardly you can use any pen and paper to solve these questions. So we have done, this is the basic idea: 5%, 10%, 25%, 30%, 40%. Sometimes you have to find the percentage of 33.33%. Sometimes you need to find the 16.66% of something, suppose 420. So what we do in this case, here there comes the percentage table. For the percentage table, we will inshallah complete, I will show you the percentage table, conversion of percentages into fractions, fractions into percentages. We will do this in the next video lecture. So I hope you will enjoy it. For that, I will do some let some questions for you. I hope that you will do them without using pen and paper. Find 30% of 240, 50% of 700 without pen and paper. Find 45% of 360, and find 90% of 350. So for 90%, what will you do? 100 minus 10. 100 is this whole. 100 is this whole minus 10%. I will show it here again. For example, another question. 90% of 400. Simple. 90% of 400. Simple. 10% is 40. So 90 is how much times of 10? It is 9 times. So 9 zeros, 9 fours, 360. Or it is 100 minus 10. 100% is, this is 100%. Any value is in percentage, it is 100% minus 10%. 100% it is 400. What is 10%? It is 40. So 400 minus 40, it is 360. Simple. So for 90% of this, I'm hope that you will do these questions without using pen and paper. And if you find useful this class, please mention it in the comment box. And if you have any suggestion, any query, and please mention it in the comment box. It will be most welcomed. So I hope you will enjoy this. And if you have any question, mention in the comment box, so that it will motivate me to upload more and more videos. Thank you, class.